Hi everybody, welcome. Tammy from Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. Today's video is going to be kind of like a Tammy's Homesteading Craft update. What's going on with Tammy's Homesteading Crafts? If that is something that interests you, stick around. Okay, so before we get started with all of the information that we have to talk about today, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. For those of you who this might be your very first video you're seeing, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the content. You might find out a lot of information about Tammy's Homesteading Crafts today that you didn't know before. For those of you who've been here from the beginning, I appreciate you coming by each week and watching the videos and supporting me, liking and commenting. I really appreciate it. And I want to do a shout out for all of you new subscribers out there that I have. I thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if any of you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. It does benefit me by you subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was what's been going on with Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. We've had a lot of changes over the past couple of months, and I just wanted to give you guys an idea, some information on what this all was about. So in April, we had quite a uproar in Tammy's Homesteading Crafts, so to say, and we had a struggle to try to get ourselves back on track with a lot of things going on. And it took us about 2 months to really get things back on track where we were ahead of the game. It seemed like every time we took one step forward, we ended up taking 2 steps back, just trying to get ahead of everything that was going on. And with that said, we finally did get ahead of everything that was going on, and we have a lot of stuff going on in the future. One of the things that happened, my tags, the leather suede tags that I use for my bags, that company has now gone out of business. I placed an order in May, and 3 days after I placed the order, they told me that they were no longer taking orders, but the orders that were already in would be fulfilled. Well, I had to wait like 3 or 4 days before I found out if mine was an order that they were actually going to fulfill, or I was in the list of that they were cutting off and not filling. They ended up filling my order, so I was able to get tags. But now I'm in a rush to try to figure out where I can get tags made that are very similar to the ones that I have, because I really liked my little leather suede type tags that I had on my bags. I really liked the quality of them, and I didn't want to go with something different. So trying to figure out that has been a really time-consuming thing, and also working with the website, trying to get the website to the way that I want it is another time-consuming thing, and I just haven't had the extra time to put into that. And for those of you who don't know, I have a full-time job that I work Monday through Friday from 5:30 in the morning, or from 5 o'clock in the morning till 1:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. I work for the local hospital here. So that being said, I'm busy all morning and trying to get stuff done in the evening with doing these videos, doing all of my normal everyday home things that you have, that everybody has to do, plus trying to make bags to keep the bag business going. It has been a lot, and with throwing these curves on top of me have been a real hard thing, because I just didn't know where to turn. I found this company that made the leather tags, and it was like a godsend. I loved the tags. It was easy to make. I was able to just, message them when I needed tags, and they would fulfill my orders, and it was like a 3 to 4 week turnaround, and I knew that. So I would order way before I needed them, and I would always get them in time of when I needed them. But now I'm in search of somebody to make these tags. And luckily I was given a name from a coworker, and I was able to contact this person, and they're actually local, and they are going to help me make my new tags. So it's something that I'm actually going to be doing myself now. They told me what I needed to buy to be able to make these, and I'm actually going to be making my own tags, which I'm really excited about. I didn't know that I could, but I'm able to. So that is coming down the line. I really didn't need another thing that I needed to make, but if I can sit down and take 3 or 4 hours out of a week, or, you know, at a time, I guess, not at a week, but at a time, and make a ton of labels that I can use, and I only have to do this once every, say, 3 or 4 months, I guess I can use a couple hours of my time to do this. So that's where we're at this point in time. I did find someplace, they're a little bit different, but I'm okay with the little bit of a change on that. So that was one of the things. We have a change coming in. The other, if you guys follow me on social media and the website, you know we had a name change. Part of the name change was because a lot of people were not able to find or link both Homesteading in the City with Tammy with Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. So when I started the YouTube channel and all of my social media, I did not plan on doing a bag business. That was not on my radar. That just popped up later down the line, and I was not able to use Homesteading in the City with Tammy. Was a lot longer of a name than they would allow, so I had to shorten it, and I ended up coming with Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. So I ended up changing all of my social media to Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. So if any of you have noticed that, you've noticed the change there. We do now have merch. I was able to design a logo and be able to use that in my, so I don't have this available on the website to purchase. I don't know if I'm going to do a spreadshirt store. I know those are available. I haven't had a chance to look into them. These I made and designed myself, and I can make them, but I don't have the shirts available at any given time, so I don't know what they would cost. I'm probably going to look into getting maybe shirts or a spread shop going so that I can maybe sell just these bags or these shirts right off the bat. We'll see. But yeah, I was able to finally design some shirts for myself to wear to these shows that I am doing. So that is the catch up of everything that has been going on and why we've had the change of everything that we're having. But we now have a lot of stuff that is going, that we are going to be doing, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. August is a busy month for us. We actually have been doing farmers market shows. We started in June, and every other weekend we're doing a show here locally and doing very well at these shows locally. But I also wanted to get my bags out into the public more. And I reached out to a couple of yarn stores to possibly sell my bags. And I've talked about that in some of the other videos that I had out there. But August 4th, Tennessee hosts a great Tennessee yarn tour. They do this every year, and there is 13 yarn stores that are participating in this great Tennessee yarn tour. The tickets are no longer available. They ended on July 1st, but you can still participate by going and shopping at any of these 13 stores and supporting the local yarn stores that are out there. Clinch River Yarn Company in Clinton, Tennessee is hosting a trunk show for Tammy's Homesteading Crafts bags from August 4th until August 27th. You'll be able to stop into their store, and they will have a whole bunch of my bags in their store available for purchase. After the yarn tour, they are going to actually keep some bags in the store. So I think they're going to figure out which bags sold the most and the best, and maybe try to keep that line in the store. It is a work in progress. We are figuring it out as we go. But yes, so if you are in Tennessee and you already got your tickets for the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour, I hope you end up getting one of my bags at the Clinch River Yarn Company. If you did not get tickets, don't think you can't stop at any of these yarn stores and still support local. There's, like I said, there's 13 of them in there. I know when you bought the ticket, you got a bag, and there was a bunch of stuff in the bag. I do know one of the things in the bag was a pattern, and each yarn store is offering a mini skein or 2 mini skeins that can be purchased to make I believe it's a blanket or a shawl, to make whatever for the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour. So they each have yarn to go for that. So that is available there. I believe anybody can buy it. They didn't just make so many for the tickets that they sold. They just made a bunch of them. And, for those who they didn't get and want to buy that a yarn, that colorway that they have, I'm sure it's available for them. But I do know if you did get the tickets, you are able to go to each of the yarn stores and I believe they stamp something, or you get something from them and you turn it all in, and you're able to get into drawings for free gifts and different things like that. That is the whole purpose of buying the ticket, to be able to get all the extra goodies and to be put in for the extras. So if you are in Tennessee and around, I will have all of the information linked below for the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour, for Clinch River Yarn Company, their address and their website, so that you can look on and see what is available when they're there. Great Tennessee Yarn Tour, to see what other participating yarn stores are available in Tennessee that are actually participating in this. So that information will be below. So please check it out. If you are local in there for the month, stop by at one of these yarn stores and support local and a small business at the same time. Okay, so that is the first thing that we are doing. The second thing we're doing, let me get a drink. That was a lot of talking. The second thing we are doing another trunk show. This one I will actually be at. So Around the Table Yarn store in Shaker Heights, Ohio, is hosting a August retreat at Bellwether Farms in Wakeman, Ohio. And they have graciously offered for me to do a trunk show that day. While they're there, their retreat runs from August 3rd, which is Thursday, to August 6th, which is Sunday. I believe they still have some day passes available for Friday and Saturday. I'm not 100% sure. I will put, again, their information will be linked down below. I will put their phone number because they did say to call them to make sure that there was stuff still available, so that they can, because there's lunch and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, to reach out to them if you are interested in getting a ticket for a day pass. I don't know if they still have the whole retreat available or it's just day passes, but you can check. I haven't talked to them in a couple of days to find out what all is going on, but last I did say they had quite a few day passes available for Saturday that you could still get a day pass. The day passes were $50. I don't know if they changed, if it's last minute, if they go up or not. I don't know. But they were $50. So check out the website if you're interested in that. I will be there personally that day on Saturday, August 5th from 9 a.m. to 5 with my bags. So anybody that is in Ohio or Pennsylvania, we're 3 hours from where they're going to be. So we will drive the 3 hours to get there, to be there for the day. It's going to be a fun day. I think there is their retreat. They have a lot of classes that they do. So I think it would be a fun retreat to be able to participate in. So yeah, so if you are in that area, please stop by. See about getting a pass. If you've got tickets and you're going to be at the retreat, I hope you stop by and talk to me and say hello, because I would love to meet any of you that are there. And like I said, I will be there Saturday, August 5th from 9 to 5. So that is the second place we're going to be in August. The third thing that we're going to be doing in August, those of you who are following Instagram and Facebook and different things like that, you might know WoolenWomenFibers. They are a mother and daughters group. One of the girls, Andrea, dyes yarn, and Samantha makes stitch markers. And I believe their mother, and I don't know what her name is, but I believe she does some of the sewing of the different bags that they have inside the website, and that they do when they do their sets that they have, because they'll have sets on there that they will do a sock set with stitch markers, and you'll also get a bag. And I think their mom is the one that does the sewing of the bags. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's true. And so they reached out to me. Andrea of the Woolen Women's Fiber reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to donate a bag to their year-long make-along that they have for their Nancy Drew series. It's the favorite woman's detective that they have. And I figured, why not? I would love to donate, love to be a part of this. So I actually just today shipped out my bag for their giveaway. And I do know that they are showcasing on Fridays all of the stuff that they are getting in for their giveaways. So if you want to see what bag I put in, I'm not showing. If you want to see what bag I sent, you'll have to watch one of their lives or after they post it onto Instagram, so that you can see what bag is going to be donated by me for their year-long make-along. So their year-long make-along starts in September of 2023, and it runs till September of 2024. Each month you'll get a new skein of yarn in there to add on to the squares and everything that are available. They're doing blankets. You can crochet a blanket or you can knit a blanket. Really kind of a cool, different thing. They're doing some lives where they're actually doing clues and everything for the Nancy Drew. It's a whole game type thing. I think it's going to be really cool. Really neat on how they're putting this together. Excited to see how it plays out. I really am. But yes, I've donated into that. So those are the three big things that have been going on here at Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. We have been so busy, and I say we, I mean me, have been so busy making bags to try to get them to all of these different locations. You know, the bi-weekly shows that we do here in Erie, getting some put aside for Clinch River, Tennessee, for the yarn store down there, and then also getting some extra ones put aside for taking to Bellwether Farm Retreat so that we can have some different and unique bags there. But yeah, I keep saying we. I don't know why I say we, because I don't have any mice in my pockets. It's me alone doing all this. I have been very, very busy getting things made, getting things cut out. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of months here trying to get this all done. I'm hoping once this passes, I get my labels, my tags situation under control, I'm able to get back to a more normal pace, and I'm able to work on the website. And really, I have not forgotten about that design your own bag. I like that feature. I like it when I go to the farmers markets and people go, oh, I like this bag, but could you make it in a small, or could you make it in a large? Could you put a zipper on it? Could you do this? Could you do that? Absolutely. I love that. I love that you can design your own bag. I want that. That's an option that I absolutely want, because I think people would enjoy their bags more if they have some input in designing their own bag. I've designed a few bags for people here locally that have reached out to me, and they love it. They absolutely love that they can pick their fabric inside, outside, what kind of handles they want. Do they want snaps? Do they want zipper? You know, they love that idea, and I do too. It's easier when it's a back and forth and somebody that you know, and you can go, oh, well, this is what I've got. I want it on the website, so it's something that you guys can pick, you know, and I really have to figure out how to do this. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still working on it, because I think it's available. The more searching that I do in different people's websites that have a Shopify account, the more I think it is available, but the more people I need to reach out to go, okay, what app are you using to do this? What app are you using to do this? The apps are available, and I just need to figure out where they are and what they have. So that, like I said, that is definitely on my radar of things that I am working on getting done. I'm hoping to be able to get that done. Also, another thing that is in the works, which we don't know when we're going to be doing, but both Around the Table Yarn Store and Clinch River Yarn Company has offered to host me in their yarn store for a trunk show. So I'm thinking I might try to do those this fall when I don't have anything on the books for doing anything. We usually go to Tennessee twice a year. And when I told them that, they were like, oh, absolutely. If you are coming down here, let us know. We will definitely put it out. We will definitely host you for a day at the yarn store, and hopefully get people in to want to buy my bags. And people like to meet the maker. And Around the Table Yarn Company said the same thing, that they would absolutely host me another time at their actual yarn store for the day if it's something that I would like. And I think I would like to do that. So, you know, that might be something when I'm there on the 5th, talk to them about doing something maybe in October, on a Saturday in October, that we can go to their store and do that. So those are options out there that I have, and I'm really excited to have all of these extra options. And for those of you who are looking to do like yarn tours, every state does have a yarn tour of some sort. Here in Pennsylvania, we don't have one here in Erie, but Lancaster has a Lancaster Fiber Festival that is running, and it starts next week, and it runs for a week. Ohio has one that is with Ohio, Kentucky, and I think maybe part of Pennsylvania works in with that. Or there's 3 states that are in with that are all over that. Theirs is a little wider, and theirs also starts next week and runs for a week or 2 weeks, something like that. So those are things, and maybe there's actually started already. Theirs might start this week. I don't know. I can't remember because I was supposed to help with, oh no, it starts next week because they wanted me to be at their yarn store. The Round Table Yarn Company is part of the Ohio and Kentucky one, and they wanted me to be there on the 29th, and I already had a commitment and I couldn't do the 29th, and it ends the 5th. And I'm like, well, I could do the 5th, but they're like, we're not going to be there. We're going to be at a retreat. So they offered me to be at the retreat, which I think is even better, to be at the retreat. But yeah, look at different, search your state for different yarn crawls or fiber festivals that are located in your area, and you'll find different places that do these. And you can, get into some of these, and it's, it's a little bit of a, it's money for a ticket, but then if you can go to all of these different places, usually when you buy the ticket, you get a little bit of you get a bag, and you get some other things that they donate, and then each store has specials that you can buy for the tour. And those are kind of neat things. I wish I was able to get into the Lancaster one. I wish I knew about it sooner, because I would have absolutely loved to be able to possibly take a couple of days and go to a couple of different yarn stores down there. Lancaster, Pennsylvania is not that far from me. It's a couple hours, and I would love to go down there and see what they have available in all of these different yarn stores. And some of them are in Pittsburgh, some of them are a little closer to me, but there's quite a few of them, and I would absolutely love to visit some of these yarn stores and talk to different people and see different things. And maybe next year I'll be able to possibly do a pop-up at one of these, where I could personally go for the day on one of these days for the yarn tour. That's my plan, to be able to do some more trunk shows at some of these different places. And my ultimate plan is to be able to have multiple different stores that carry my bag all over the United States, so that you can, you don't have to go to my website. You can, and my website will be available, but you could actually go to, one of these local yarn shops, support me as small business and support them as small business for, getting a bag. And, seeing, I love to go and squish yarn and see the quality of the yarn before I buy it. I like doing that. I have bought yarn online, and I have been very happy with the yarn that I've bought online from different places. I have not been upset with anything, but I do like to squish the yarn, like to really see the color of the yarn, because pictures, even with my bags, pictures do not do justice for the color of yarn or bags or anything like that. So, yeah, but there are definitely, if you are looking for fiber fests and different yarn crawls and stuff like that, they are available and they are out there. I did not know these were available and these were out there, and they are kind of cool things to be a part of. I am really looking forward to it, and a lot of places do a bunch of different retreats here and there for that kind of stuff. So again, I'm really looking forward to the retreat. I wish I was able to be down in Tennessee for the Great Tennessee Yarn Crawl, or tour that they call it. I would love to be able to be down there and go to a couple of these shops. When I was in Tennessee, I did visit two of the shops that are on there, on the yarn tour, and they were both wonderful yarn shops, little local yarn stores. Love them, and I would absolutely love to have visited more. That's my plan the next time I go down, to be able to maybe visit a couple other yarn stores that they have around. But yeah, these are things that are out there for all of you yarnies that are out there and that want to do this and support local and to support, small. They're available. Check them out. Do some searching on the internet to try to see what's available in your area, because a lot of these do, some of them do the big the big fiber festivals and that everybody knows about, like the one that they have in South Carolina that is in August, or in October, September, October, that they have the big yarn fest there. Rhinebeck is in October, and that's in New York State, and that's a nice big one. A lot of people know about that. But there are little ones around that just support these little tiny yarn stores, and it's just to go to these yarn stores and see them, meet the people, talk to them, and get to know these local yarn companies and get to know the people that are behind dyeing your yarn and selling the dyed yarn that is hand dyed. Most of these places, somebody that is in there dyes yarn that is local. So yeah, check those out. That's a cool thing that's on my bucket list for next year, is to be able to stop by and see and maybe possibly participate in a couple of these yarn tours, yarn crawls, fiber fest, whatever they call them out there. That's kind of my plan for next year, is to try to maybe participate in one, whether it is just going and supporting, or whether it is being there as a trunk show personally in a couple of these. That's my plan for next year. But guys, that's pretty much it that's going on. I've just been really busy in the sewing room trying to make bags for these events and keep up on everything that I have going on. Keep up with my videos that I do here and keep up with all of that stuff. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Bye.